These grids, they should have more than enough time though. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let me go run through the pre-race stuff.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Pocono. Tonight we have 80 laps. Reminder of the rules: no lane changes before the start-finish line. The initial starters go on green. All subsequent restarts are at the leader's discretion. Leader has lane choice in all starts and restarts. Please maintain the gap to the car in front. No hanging back. When the caution comes out, please catch the pace car. While on pit road, please keep to the right until you get within range of your pit stall. Please keep the radio clear for incidents. Lap cars are requested to either make their way forward or remove themselves from a lead lap battle. If race control deems a lap car is impeding a lead lap car, race control will manually enforce a blue flag in accordance with Section 3 of the rulebook. Last lap incidents that race control deems would have been a caution will be penalized accordingly. Incidents coming to the line similar to last lap bump drafts will be reviewed in the same format. This is something that we made mention of specifically for the super speedway races, but it's been a rule. It is a rule across the board. So quick reminder on that, and let's have a good one. All right, those last two sections went through with Casey last week, so
Yep.
good to go. Also, a quick reminder too: we can't see everything. We do our best. If there's an incident, call it out. Let us know. If we deem it to be a caution, we will throw it. But if too much time passes between us being informed of it, we won't.
Green, green, green.
Should be an easy night, but you never
Yep.
know.
Oh, never mind. Shouldn't have said that. Oh, wait a minute.
Nope.
Car stopped at 1.
Yeah.
He's gone.
That would have been a caution. That would have been one of those iRacing could have thrown. Who's Andrew Brown?
He's new, I think.
Is he new? I feel like he may have raced here before, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, at least I don't remember him.
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, shit, wrecking on the front stretch.
And caution is out. Caution is out.
That didn't take long.
Yeah, of course. Hey, he got two. It's gonna be on the 77, no doubt.
Yeah, that's pretty cut and dry.
I did speak too soon. It really is on me.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah. Andrew Brown, right?
Yep. I think that's his name.
Alright.
Yep, Andrew Brown.
Alright, you got broadcast, right?
Yep, I'll take the broadcast.
Alright, I'll announce it. Lap two caution on the front stretch will be on the 77, first innocent EOL.
Somebody forgot to unmute driver chat.
It would help.
Race control, do you copy?
Yes.
Yeah, I had a question before we started. I'm guessing you didn't hear it, but in terms of pit exit, do we have to stay below the yellow line until the backstretch, or can we just come straight up onto the low line?
Once they're past the blue line, I don't think it's our problem. Unless they cover the crash.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, iRacing only requires you to go to the blue line. I think it would, if you see cars coming, you'd request that you stay below the yellow line. But yeah, I mean, if you merge too soon and an accident is caused because of it, it'll be on you. So.
Okay, cheers.
All good, Andrew, and I guess just everyone too. You can't bump draft in ARCA. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, I forgot that they moved.
I think we all knew that. I just want to know why I got hit going into one like that. But thank you guys for not hitting me. I try to call it out, but the mic doesn't work.
Yeah, Matthew, I was just looking to see which direction you were to end up shooting, and I just went to the outside of that point.
Yeah, man, as soon as I got hit sideways, I just hit the brake and held it and was praying I didn't get hit.
Are we 2 to go?
Yep.
Pretty much a lifesaver for the 11 right there. I don't know what got him spinning though. Let's see.
Book out the 11,
Yeah, we got the 11 spinning on lap 1.
the 77.
Ah,
He drove through the back of him going in turn 1.
damn.
I'm surprised iRacing didn't
yeah,
throw a caution for that, but
Yeah, well, I guess 77's decided he's done for the day. Solve those problems.
yeah, it's hard to have accidents here. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's something else.
Outside of the fan out, and then the, what do you call them? It's the fan out and the constriction in one. It's basically the only way to have something big happen.
Yeah,
Anything else would be single car, really.
yeah.
Unless you decide to drive through the back of somebody twice, that's the other way to do it.
Yeah, he ran. Brown ran at Auto Club. He
Okay.
finished 12th. I was just looking that up. He runs for Spirit of Daytona. He runs with them. That now that explains it, because they're a pretty much part-time team.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matthew, I'll fight you too hard, man.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Oop.
But that puts the 11 already at a severe points deficit compared to. And after last week, that's really not good for him. Means he's gonna have to make his way up to the entire field.
I mean, it's an 80 lap race a lot of time,
Yeah, that's true.
and there are 22 cars out there, so a very, very long time to go.
Yeah.
Green, green, green.
Got that FCP camera pack. That was really cool. The angle of in the starter cam as everybody came by on the front stretch, all fanned out, trying to pass each other.
SUP.
Awesome. FCP. They posted it. It was a guy who used to be a broadcaster, but uploaded his cameras to Reddit at one point for it to make them free for everybody to use, as long as you're not doing a commercial broadcast.
So I saw someone had a specific corner camera pack at Indy, and I was very intrigued.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of them available in the forums now? Because I know you
I don't know.
back in the day they were kind of hard to come across.
I don't know, but this guy it had like outside of the few like brand new tracks as of like I think the time the Nashville Fairgrounds came around. Anything past the Nashville Fairgrounds doesn't have a camera pack. 'Cause he had stopped broadcasting before then. But sorry, not the Fairgrounds, the Super Speedway. Anything pre Nashville Super Speedway has a custom camera pack
Oh,
to
that's
use.
sick. Might be something to go get.
Yeah.
Because these base cameras are kind of lame.
Yeah, he's got like like scenic drone cams and like drones that can follow a car through a hairpin and stuff.
Oh,
And they
that's
look
cool.
totally convincing. And then the start cameras for the road courses that are like F1 road courses look like the actual like F1 starting grid cameras. It's
Oh, that's
awesome.
cool.
Yeah. And it has like the lights in view and everything.
Ooh, Devin just got really loose out of 3.
Hard to race the cars, man, when you're going in outer space every once in a while.
Garrett's only blinked a couple times on my end.
Yeah. Not bad for a guy on the other side of the earth.
Nah. Kyle Hall's putting tires on. Interesting.
He's been on pit road for. He's been in his box for 30 seconds now. I don't think that's just tires. Gotta be damage.
I don't know if he hit anything. I wonder. Any incidents? Oh, maybe. It might also be. I mean, he's still in the car. He might have had to do something.
Yeah.
Benzo, he's gotten the wall a couple times last couple laps. Had it too.
Yep. Drop off something else today. I mean, they're already starting around 56s for most of the field. I know the whole field now.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a. I don't know how much hotter the track's gotten or if the sun's peaked at all.
It's gotten a little cooler, oddly enough. It was 111 in sorry, 115 in qualifying. It's 111 now.
Yeah, I know the. I don't know. I think nature's place might just be wearing the tires. I wasn't here for this race last year, so
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how
It's
big it
where
falls
you.
off.
I mean, it definitely wears, but I didn't think it was that bad. Oh.
Oh, that's net code. It's ironic. You guys are in the same room. Net code on each other.
Yeah.
Sorry, Andrew. I was trying to help you catch the pack, and yeah. I appreciate it, man. Not an issue at all.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, that's too bad.
My bad, Robert. I was on the brakes.
All good, Jeff. Didn't hit anything.
Sorry, Robbie.
All good. Happy birthday.
It's actually his birthday.
No, it's not. But every day we just say it's Gareth's birthday. Oh, that's not gonna. Oh no, they. Okay, I can't believe they stuck. I can't believe they didn't wreck going 3 wide into the tunnel turn.
Yeah, I think they all slowed up enough
Yeah.
to make it possible. Respect.
There they go.
Alright, man. Caution.
That's what happens when you're racing for 10th, when 10th is so important.
That doesn't have nothing to do with you, so I guess just be quiet for a minute.
Oh, there they go.
I was just talking about what was going to happen.
We get it, you're fast, bro.
That's gonna be. I mean, that's gonna be on. I think it's gonna be on the 17. The 06 barely close somebody's already turning, trying to get out of the way. But it was the 17 that ended up in the wall in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't on the 06.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything really 06 could have done there. Besides what he already did.
Yeah, on that caution right there, I mean, that was over, didn't brake hard enough, and I, got rear-ended, but I mean, it's just, I don't think it's on him, it's on,
It's gonna get that fixed. Hit it pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 17 though, no?
Yeah, I mean,
It's either that or racing deal.
Yeah.
But
I mean, which one do you think? Is it?
I mean, it doesn't. The 06 had no option there, and 17 was in the wall pretty hard. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, glad to see you back up here, Robert. What's up, Jeff?
I'm trying to think back if we've had any other
I tried to keep it off
situations
of that there, man. I felt so bad when I saw you in the mirror.
It's all good. I just did a little slide, kept me on my toes. All good. I'm good, you're good, we're all good.
I got my payback when I decided to kiss the wall one too.
What do you think? What do you think is more?
I'm leaning towards a racing incident, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I am too. Because the 17 didn't mean to get in the wall. The 06 was trying not to run into the back of him, but it all happened due to him getting in the wall. And he didn't jump. If he bounced off the wall, in my opinion, I feel like it would be a different story. But he held on.
Yeah,
pretty
exactly.
Solid, so. Let me just check that that's exactly what I saw, which I think it is. All right. You got it?
Yeah, I got the broadcast.
Okay. I'll call it. Lap 28 incident in turn 2 will be ruled racing incident. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think the 06 got bad damage from it. So.
To the green, by the way.
You think he just didn't hear us? Because I know Finley said they typed okay after hearing it was a racing incident.
Yeah. Should I call it again?
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah, just in case. I got cut off there. The lap 28 incident is going to be ruled racing incident. So leader was on 6-lap old tires? Oh, I guess he pitted. Interesting. Very interesting.
Alright, be easy on me back there, Devin. I don't have a ton of practice in.
Oh, forgot I muted myself in there. Yeah, I'm surprised the Vince in the 89 is pitted just a couple laps before the caution.
Yeah.
Came out in front of the leader and is now assumed the lead.
Saying let you by, Alex. I'll let you by up here when we get caught up.
Sounds good.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, record one, record one.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Oh, 32.
Yeah, this is supposed to be easy night, but we're gonna be doing cautions all night. Great.
It looks a bit to me like the 94 went. It looks like the 94 went down on and came honestly like he drifted down onto the 04.
Yeah, 94 came down. The 04 also right before they made contact, like went from being left sides below that seam to being above it.
Where's Pisca?
So
Well, then
Going
we'll
into
call
three,
that
it
one a
looks like.
racing incident then, because they both moved to the same spot then.
the 94 came down more, yeah. But I don't know. I don't know that McGonigal didn't know that they were 3 wide. Maybe I don't because they went into
Yeah.
because they were side by side. The odd man out there was Cody too, and then yeah.
Oh, it doesn't look like anybody got any damage either. So
Yeah.
yeah, outside of
Alright, so
a bad pair of tires.
yeah.
To the green.
Oh yeah, short caution. Everybody's on the left. That's left.
We need to catch up, everybody.
How many sets of tires do they got? 4 or 5. Okay, 4 plus the one car. All right. You good racing deal?
Yep, I'm good with that.
All right. Call it. Lap 7. Lap 32 incident. Turn 1 will be ruled racing incident. Ooh. Someone just hit something.
Here's my logger.
I heard crunch. I don't know if someone scraped the wall or scraped a wall.
Mm,
Maybe not. Maybe it was just an audio glitch.
could have been a blink and a jump. Could have been a flying race car as well.
Oh, maybe. Saw him
Doesn't. I mean, my logs aren't showing any collisions, but
Yeah. It may have just been blink.
I think if somebody got wrecked on the yellow, you would have heard something over the radio too.
Oh yeah. I didn't know if it was a car or someone in the wall. Someone hit the pit wall. You know, a couple cars went down.
Yeah.
So someone's diving on the pit road. Is that the 2?
Craig Martin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hi, Alex.
Happy birthday, Gareth.
Hi,
Hi,
Gibbs.
Robert.
Called to the hauler for not slowing down.
No problem, Trey, man. I appreciate that.
I think we should change the pace crop every few weeks, or maybe rotate it through every week. It's kind of boring seeing the same one every time. As nifty as the
wanted to
fake
give a
Audi
shout out
looks.
to Gareth and his birthday. Happy birthday, bud.
Happy birthday to you.
Though, if we, I mean, the Porsche would probably make
It
more
is
sense here.
not my
Given how-
birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if that's the case, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, brother.
Have a splint on. First and foremost,
Bloomin'
apologies to
onions
the
for
fans of the autograph session.
everybody.
I wasn't able to attend. Clearly got something
It'll be
else
on
going
the radioactive.
I'm on my way to
Well,
be
it's
further
good. I thought
evaluated,
they were
just
open.
to
I
get
don't
a
know
good,
if that's
honest
a
look and
iRacing
understand
thing or what it
what
was.
my options are. Really don't have any clarity at this point, and I look forward to updating you all very soon. Hey, everybody.
I don't know. What do you get a black flag for? All right.
Wait, someone got a black flag? Craig Martin, I think,
Looks
got
like
it for
Craig Martin.
entering a closed pit and or passing.
Oh, okay.
That's my guess. Is there a light here?
I mean, he hasn't asked for a clear, so.
Oh man, you know, I don't know how we don't have a pit light here.
Weird. Most of the new ones have them.
Is there an exit light? Maybe this was one of them that didn't get it. I don't know. That's weird. It's really odd.
Come on, guys. Let's get through turn one this time.
Yeah, Craig Martin's just gonna pit. Yeah, my best bet, because I think he came down coming to the green, which is probably when it closed.
Yeah.
Oh, Craig missed his pit stall. Oh, gosh.
Uh,
I mean, he overshot it. I always shouldn't say he missed it. He overshot it and had to back up.
still.
Cost
He
time.
already has it tough enough already around here.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized that Pocono isn't safe for barriers all the way around.
Which means that there's probably someone on the forum screaming, "Give us updated Pocono! Give us updated Pocono!"
It's definitely probably a huge factor in why a lot of series are hesitant to race there, based on ovals.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting that they got it down the.
I mean, they had a IndyCar race where it was either IndyCar or NASCAR. They had a crash that broke the catch fence, and they literally took like a gate chunk, like a spare gate, and just zip tied it to the fence, and that's how they decided to fix it. The safety standards are absolutely terrible here.
Yeah, I was with that was what's his name? This crash was it Robert Wickens?
Might have been.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the
Is it
last
like this in real life?
independent. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the last independently owned tracks, I think, at least in NASCAR.
Yeah. For now.
Yeah, well, the maintenance. I mean, it's hard. Yeah, I mean, if there's so many safety issues, especially even at the institutional level, I don't know if there's a lot of companies be willing to buy the track, or even Penske Entertainment. I don't think would be willing to.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they're going to need a really amazing race this year if they're going to want to even hope to keep their cup to it.
They do have they have safer barrier front stretch in real life. Which intrigues me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. The part of me also wonders just the way that everything's been handled. It's just the way. I don't know if it's institutionally bad or if it's just not proper preparation.
If you're zip tying a gate to your catch fence, I think it's.
I mean, yeah, but institutionally bad means something completely different than the actions made to correct it. I mean, the series needs to be like, hey, this isn't all right. But
I mean,
I think them not potentially having parts on track to fix it properly is one thing.
That's that's an element of a pretty bad safety culture, in my opinion. At least from aviation wise, like if we're missing a piece, we don't do stuff. Like
Appreciate it.
Even if it's like spare catch fence. I mean, we don't have spare catch fencing on an airplane, but even if I notice like a bolt or two out of place, I just don't fly that day. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. You would expect that they would have parts on standby, but I still don't know exactly what that situation. I don't remember any of that because obviously everybody's worried about the driver, but it was like there's no way that they could possibly race with that zip tied like that. I mean, you're just asking for it to something to get wedged underneath and go straight through.
Yep. I mean, if there was going to be an impact on that fence, there's no way the zip ties were holding that gate in place. If it was in the same spot.
Yeah.
It was cool being able to watch Wickens race again at Daytona, though. That was really good for him, honest to see.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, he's had some pretty bad luck. I think at Daytona he blew an engine. At Sebring he had some sort of mechanical failure as well. That or he got hit by one of the probably 6 Brian Herta cars, and they all look the same. So I can't remember always which one is which in the incident. It's either he blew another engine, or which is one of them, and then the other one got punted by an amateur GT4.
Yeah. Yeah, I vaguely remember hearing about that incident. I don't think I saw the race, but I know people were upset about the incident. Like, man, no luck, unfortunate. Or it was either that or you got people were yelling at the guy who dumped them. But
yeah. I mean, that was a absolute caution fest in the pilot challenge race at Sebring. I think I counted like maybe at best 15 green laps that they did over the course of 2 hours.
Right. Yeah, because was it what, rain?
No,
Or-
just people wrecking.
Oh.
And every time that they wrecked, they didn't just like spin off track and then get it back going again. They just absolutely sent it into a tire barrier, or they wrecked like 3 cars and just sent carbon fiber everywhere.
Oh man. Oh yeah, I forgot that race was a caution fest. Didn't see
Yeah.
it, but heard about it.
Yeah.
Social media was a lighter on that issue.
Yeah, there's a.
98.
I usually watch almost all the pilot challenge races. They're usually pretty good, but that was just a really bad one.
Why is the monster tech smaller in the 98?
Yeah, we're just losing time.
Sorry, I didn't know you were
Whoa.
throwing up that much. That's on me.
Yeah, it's here,
Did
81.
you do that, Husby? Did you do that to fuck with me?
I didn't know the caution was going to come out, but
I see you, Tucker.
It's definitely gonna be on the 81.
Yep. Alright, I got it.
hopefully he was also net code. I couldn't quite tell. I didn't think I was quite that close to you, but it's hard telling.
No, you were. Sorry, bud. Straight up. Oh, the one. Oh, man. Just clobbered. Lap 49 incident out of turn 3 will be called on the 81. First incident EOL.
I heard recent incident. Thank you.
Don't worry, Irish is about to tell him a completely different thing.
Yeah, smart decision.
Ah, motherfucker, I'm sorry.
I didn't even know there was a theme that bird.
Robert, that didn't hurt you none, did it?
No, that was nothing. It didn't even register as anything.
That's weird, because like it drove right through you after you got in your stall, but it like registered as a hit.
Oh, the one
I
doesn't get a
don't
wave
understand.
around because when Chronicle stayed out, the one can't get a wave.
It's never happened to me before.
Yeah.
We're all good. That was
Also, you
funny
couldn't
though.
pit on the first lap anyway, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and look at that because it just gave me a fucking stroke.
Oh, never mind. The one's going to pit road.
Yeah.
2 to green, coming to 1 to green.
Oh. Okay.
This is gonna go horrendously for McGonigal, I think. He's on. Oh well, actually the laps, the tires are only 4 laps. Okay, so it's not the normal thing of like 20 lap old tires. All right, I guess it worked out for him.
Yeah, he pitted right before the caution, it seems.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly when the caution came out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's great. That is absolutely insane.
Yeah, that was
He,
pretty much perfect.
yeah, he's coming out of turn 1. He came out of the pits coming out of turn 1. The leader's entering, halfway through turn 1 or quarter of the way through turn 1. Interesting. That's crazy. Yeah, it's good timing on his part. See if he can take advantage of it now.
Green flag, green flag.
Nice one, Venimid.
It was solid net code there.
I'm sorry, I hope I gave you enough room for the 3.
No, outside was fine.
Good save, Brick.
you go right here, Justin.
Appreciate it.
Casey, just be ready, buddy.
Usually goes through open to lose time, and the catch line stuck on the other side.
What?
Just family speak.
I agree. Happy birthday, Garrett.
Ain't going by. I got a foot cramp. Thank you. I drove that whole last lap with my left foot.
All right, man. Caution is
I
out.
knew it.
Caution is out.
Ow. Back.
Alright, what did I miss? I wasn't looking.
I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to figure.
Oh, okay. I found
All
where it
right.
happened.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Looks like the 04 to me.
Yeah. I think this is one of those that the following Casey's line more in the 17 is definitely
And the
coming
7
up, but it's staying down. The 04 it looks like he was
East.
trying to cross
Yeah.
over that wasn't there.
Yeah. He didn't have the space to do it.
Okay. 65. Man, I can't believe we're having these many cautions. Straight up.
Yeah.
Alright, 04.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll call it.
All right.
Lap 65 caution will be on the 04. First instant EOL.
Can you repeat that? 04 EOL. Thank you. Awesome.
Damn near everybody goes down.
Oh,
Garrett's the only one there.
oh boy, they almost just had a
Garrett
big
stays
gap
up.
entering pit road. Right in front of Casey too. Oh man. James missed the stall by a mile.
Is it me or is that Outback Steakhouse car in first place?
I mean, like, getting points and stuff is nice and all, but remember, if he wins, the whole field gets the Bloomin' Onion. Like, everybody gets one.
Feel.
I just really wanted a bonus point.
But if he wrecks, we all get misery. Because it would be a wreck on his birthday. Sure, 3-2 to go yet? 2.
Okay.
Yeah, we have short.
Yeah,
Oop.
well.
Yeah, we have short
0.
cautions here.
Yeah, 3 lappers. I think anything longer than a mile gets 3 lappers. Not 5s. I could be wrong though.
It might be mile and a half. Might be bigger than
Yeah.
mile and a half. I'm not totally sure. I don't think about
Mile
it.
and a half. I think get 3
I
is
think it's
at least unofficial.
if we have lap
Yeah.
cars, I think it's 4.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I just feel like 3 is too short because lap cars are pitting the second lap here. I think, aren't they? Which
Yeah,
is
something like
which is
that.
coming to 1 to green. Vince took 2. Looks like Silvers may have taken 2 after hitting the pit wall. We're coming near.
Yeah.
Coming close to hitting it. Oh boy.
Vincent's ahead of Gareth. Oh no, he dropped now. Gareth, you mad lad. Go. Go, buddy.
I'm about to find out what turn 1's gonna be like though.
All the way to the bottom, Gareth. Oh, yeah. Oh, they saved it. Holy shit. Oh, there they go. There they go. There they go.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Okay, Husby earlier got, no, not this caution. He got picked up off his rear wheels and then saved it. And obviously this time he didn't have a chance. Okay, fire trees.
Sorry, Nick.
Let's see this.
I was trying my best.
That's going to be on the 17.
Yep. Not even a doubt. These
Yeah.
guys in the back didn't have a chance.
It's correct, one.
Either.
Why 6?
Ooh.
17 into the 6.
Alright, I'll call it.
Yep.
Lap 70 incident will be on the 17. First incident EOL.
17 got damn lucky he didn't get hit at all there. Alex with a good dodge. Same with Trey Holmes. Split that up the middle.
Am I losing my mind, or is the one car like not getting laps back here?
He might just be getting unlucky.
I don't know.
Is this restart? No, there's less than 10 to go. No single file. Never mind.
Yep.
There's 10 to go.
I know it means nothing, but any chance I can get lucky, dog? Is that something you can do or no?
I want to get fired.
2.
Okay, you got the EOL?
Yeah, I can set. Are we 2 to go yet?
Yeah,
Let's see.
yeah, he called it too. Robert
Okay.
called it.
Yeah. 17. All right, and I've got
Yeah,
the broadcast.
if you're lucky dog, you should be getting it.
That's weird. Yeah, it's not. It didn't give it to me for whatever reason. I mean, I just slowed up for the wreck. Maybe because I was at a complete stop. I didn't hit anyone.
No, it would
but
have to be
it's
a
all good.
1x in
I'm
order
gonna
for
put
him to.
laps down.
No, 0x counts too.
Oh,
But
okay.
also,
Well,
if you stop, iRacing takes you out of contention for it.
okay.
But
Alright.
he didn't do any of that. But even so, I'm kind of surprised. I think he kept
Well,
rolling, but even so,
Has anybody
I think
during
he
the
left
race?
the Lucky Dog due to the complete stop.
yeah, did he come to a complete stop?
He
That's
might
my
have.
question.
Got it.
That's what.
That's I guess why people ram into each other sometimes.
Yeah, he was still going
rank
20,
races
but
and
I
stuff.
don't know if iRacing registered him as going too slow.
Yeah.
One to green.
Okay.
Well, we already did it. I mean, does he not see it like flash up on the top of the screen? I mean,
For not paying attention, probably.
yeah.
I can't check this
I would like to thank everyone for not hitting me there as I was ragdolling in the middle of the track.
Yeah, I wish we could. I wish we'd be given this information.
Silver. Oh no, wait. Husby was in the crash. That's why he pit. Silvers took tire. Went to pit road. Just didn't. Not sure if anyone else did.
Someone. Oh, he blinked. Definitely had to be blink. Oh, here we go.
Where you at, Craig? Just for some reason, tell me to let you by.
Can I take an ELL, please? 22 for an ELL.
I got him.
Okay.
Oh, I almost typed 11. That would have been really bad.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Oh wait, no, we're not on the front stretch. We're not on the front stretch. No, we're not going green.
Almost.
There's the last turn.
Getting close.
Is this just my brain, or is
Don't make an ass of yourself.
is?
Could I make one of you?
Oh, I think the Pocono Raceway logo triangle isn't the same as the track triangle.
It's close.
Close, but
Thank you to everyone who
it
let
might
me
be
through.
different.
That was chaotic as hell.
Turn one. There they go. Crashing, crashing. Oh, wait, no. That's saved.
Sorry, Ed. That's happening.
Yeah, I just realized Kyle Hall is a meatball.
Oh. Well, probably
Oh,
because his
yeah.
engine exploded from sitting so long.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's just spotting. Unless he's still in the car. Is he in the car? Yeah, he's in the car. No, he's not.
Yeah.
Is he in the car? Yeah, he's in the car. That's weird.
Hmm. Oh, Matthew Weeks in the wall bad. I think he disconnected his tire.
Yeah,
It's
that's
bouncing
broke.
all over the place.
Oh, it might be on our end.
Yeah.
It might not have actually broken it, but it looks like it on my end, that's for sure, but I don't think it is.
Yeah. Oh, it just came back, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it fixed itself on my end, coming out of one.
Dang it. Good win, Tucker. Good race, Matthew. Sucks you hit the wall there. That was going to be fun.
Yeah, good stuff. Tucker, man, you got hacked, Tucker.
Hey, these big tracks, man, he's automatic.
He drives an automatic?
Thank you guys. That was a really fun race.
You okay, husband?
Canadian medic to pit road.
Oh, that was a very good barrel slam by Husby. 10 out of 10. Dead center, too.
Yep.
Yeah. It was 1 minute, 1 hour, 32 minutes, 32 seconds for the race. Cool.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Yeah. The words, again, this should be an easy one, or whatever was said at the beginning of the race should not have been said.
Well,
That
it'd
is
be
our
an easy one if we didn't have fucking people that aren't actually in this league, racing in this league, but staying out on old tires and fucking blocking people and wrecking themselves.
Okay.
It'd be like
So,
that, I guess.
Very, very fortunate that I was able to somehow walk into a podium because I was pretty much as heated as Husby is now about 30 minutes ago.
From what? Oh, from the
From fucking the
Vandermeer.
7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like 2 feet at that code, but it
I
still
mean,
doesn't change the fact that threw it in there. I know.
I mean, he was 3 wide with 25 laps to go for like 5th place. He's so lucky that my car stuck and it didn't. I mean, he would have got the EOL, would have ruined both of our races. And
I
it
wouldn't
worked
say.
out again for me, but
No, you would have probably gotten the shit end of the stick, and he probably would have gotten the AOL, and that been it. I mean,
yeah, I probably would have been ran over by half the field if I'd been sideways. But
there were a couple guys that
and
got
then
spun,
Silver's
and then
fucking
it
runs
happened.
over Husby, and that's what I heard of it. I didn't see the incident, but I saw. Apparently, he got boxed up by Mountain Man. That's why he was on the apron, and then I guess Silver's drove through him in turn 2 or something. But
Here, I can show it to you because I was taking screenshots for team thing. He messaged me. He's probably done for the season. So
yeah, we got really good drivers. I'm sick. I'm gonna shut this fucking league down at the end of the season. I'm tired of all these fucking idiots.
yeah, here this is. So he so this is the restart. It all went wrong.
If somebody like Husby's not gonna race here anymore, then it's not worth even putting forth. Fuck this shit. I don't even really. I mean, I don't have to see it, but
I mean, part of it is I mean, on him, but on entry there.
Yeah, okay. And DJ gets into him. Okay, I mean that's what happens when you get loose.
No, that's what happens when you drive on the apron. But no, then the accident was just not even.
Oh, the exact same thing his teammate did to me. How about that? What a fucking idiot. Yep. And then it ruined my teammate's race, ruined Husby's race, ruined, I guess, Radburn's race, but ruined Devin's race. I don't know if it ruined all these guys. I know it fucked over Husby and it fucked over Nick because he got a meatball, but like, why? Like, why are you sitting at goddamn 3 wide at Pocono in this car? Like, it's just the lack of spatial awareness. I'm so fucking sick of it. And I'm so goddamn tired of having good finishes and not even being able to enjoy them because these fucking idiots ruining it for everybody else.
Yeah, we had a 28 with this 15.
Like, fucking hell, man.
Yeah, and this is the one that Matthew Weeks got on the radio about 17 on. And that was the caution for that one. So.
I mean, it's just fucking pathetic. Same shit every single week.
I mean, 6 cautions at Pocono.
At Pocono with 20 cars is ridiculous.
Yep.
Oh, fuck this shit. I'm done with this shit. This is a waste of my life, running this bullshit. We'll finish the season and go on with our lives. Not wasting our time on Friday nights because of fucking morons like James Silvers.
Just 2 substitutes tonight, right? I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like that, like they're fucking drafting down the straightaway. Goddamn 04, the guy he's subbing for has run 2 races in this league, or 1 race in this league. And there they are fucking boxing me out. It ran its course.
Here's his,
Yeah, like you got Vince pulling down in front of him for fucking goddamn 15th. And then he overdrives it, and comes down on the 17. Yeah, like, use a fucking mirror. Just ridiculous. Like, what is wrong with these people? Like, I had my wreck, with what's his face last week, and that's like the 1 in 12 races I'll fuck somebody up like that. These guys do it. I mean, I don't know Trey, but I mean, it's just.
Yeah, he was in an incident on 32 with McGonigal. That one was a little bit more
Well, I mean,
McGonigal than him, but still,
yeah, I
it's
was gonna
like, you know,
say that's
it,
that's
it
likely.
yeah, we call this one a racing deal. It was turn 1 because Cody went 3 wide into turn 1.
What? Fucking 3 wide. Why? What was Cody gonna gain by doing this?
Oh, yeah,
Like, there's not room with this setup. Like, if it's 6 p.m., you can get away with it with the grip, but like, just back out of it and you can get the run off the corner on both of them.
77 on lap 1, drove through
Oh,
the 11. This
no
is the one that
business.
they were talking about. We saw it, but it was
Once again, 3 wide. I mean, I get maybe on the start I kind of understand, but
no. Well, I mean, it's lap 1 of an 80 lap race, so you can not justify it for that same reason. He held on to it, but and then
well,
so
once again, points leader gets dumped by a guy that's made 2 starts in this league.
yeah, so he does that on lap 1, and then does this
And
on the
then
front stretch.
I tried to push you. Probably a nice guy, but just clueless. Like, I could not be that asshole. Like, I mean, that's more of a mistake than it is maliciousness. Don't get me wrong, and he apologized, but it's just, are you seeing the pattern developing here of guys that are barely running in this league, if at all, ruining it for full timers that put their time into the league?
Yeah,
Where have we heard this before?
I mean, this is the frustrating. This is the frustrating story. I don't know what to tell you. It's just, it's the thing that people who may not have as much time in the car and,
No, like the 77 didn't know that you
throws.
can't bump draft in the ARCA car. Like,
I mean, yeah, I know, but across the board, right? Is because we had this conversation last week about a couple guys that were new, just kind of just not caring about anything, and it's frustrating for everybody involved because
especially when we got full timers dropping out every week. So it's like, what do you want to do? Race with 12 cars? Like, you gotta be willing to bring people in. But when they're gonna drive like this, it's, like, I don't mind. Andrew Brown could run the rest of the season and not cause a single incident. But I mean, it's just the sample. When you got to realize when you're coming into a league, your sample size is so minuscule that, I mean, it's just
no, I listen, I get it.
give.
I mean, we had this I mean, it goes back to the ARCA break thing on the last lap, right? It's just like you try to condition everybody to not do that, not pile into a crash, and try to understand people to understand that there are going to be consequences to it, but they still do it anyway because I guess the consequence doesn't mean anything, I don't know, whether they don't care or they don't know, whatever you want to call it, but
18,000 pounds.
But yeah, I updated the license points for the race.
Race points are done too.
Post in the chat.
Okay, you got it.
Just, I mean, it's like that on track. Like, that was a good race. Like, Pocono is actually a lot of fun in this car. Like, granted, if we didn't have 7 cautions, it probably wouldn't have been as fun. But it's like, I'm tired of having fun and then it being overwritten at the end because we've got all this horseshit to deal with. And it's like, it takes away from me. Like, I went from 13th to 2nd because why? Not because I drove my ass off, but because people were wrecking in front of me.
Yeah, well, we're doing this caution thing again, where
Yeah.
That's the annoying part, right? You had that auto club, like this is an auto club type track, so you expect it to go green, and that's where at last year I think you only had 1 or 2 cautions, and whatever it was kind of late in the race, or 3 I think it was with the manual one, but I wasn't there, so I don't totally remember it. But the story, still you had all of this. You had majority green flag racing with a couple cautions sprinkled in, where here you had a green flag run with caution sprinkled throughout that kind of just, took an 80 lap race and just said, all right, we're just going to pace for quite a few of the laps. It's
Holy hell,
frustrating to watch because I wouldn't want to be behind the wheel pacing this much
for 5
at
minutes,
a track like this. Yeah.
That's what I said after the first lap caution. I told Nick, I was like, well, see you in 10 minutes when we go back green.
what did we do? 18 laps under caution. So I mean, it's still just under a quarter
18.
of the race, but
Yeah.
I mean, it broke up. It broke up strategy. It's broke up whatever fun.
And well, it's the problem is you get these guys. It's the same guys that they eject their brain on a restart because they think, oh, I'm gonna push it and I'm gonna pass all these guys and I'm gonna win the damn race. And it's just that's why I get so flustered when we have cautions after long green flag runs because I know there's 3 or 4 more coming. After we had that second caution, after the first long run, what was the longest we went after that green? Like 10 laps,
At most, yeah,
15.
something like that. What was the we had cautions on to lap 2, then the first caution outside the start one was on 28, then 32, 49, 65, 70. So you had like 10 laps, somewhere between 5 to
That's
at
what you talked
most like
about
10
at
laps.
That's what you were talking about at Michigan last season, where it's just you get that 10 laps caution, 10 lap, it just
Yeah.
just so aggravating.
And then
Like,
the annoying part of it, right, is if it's at that point, if it's whoever is in the right situation at the right time, like you're not racing for it anymore. It's like if
I
someone's
wasn't the
got,
second fastest guy here. Like,
yeah, I mean, if you had 2, 3 more laps, or one more caution, you might go on to win the race. I mean, you don't
yeah.
know. But that's that's the it turns into a because that was the same thing with DJ last week. It was the late cautions again, where and obviously situational, but still late cautions, and then DJ puts tires on and goes for it, and then it's just it's not
Which I mean,
typical racing
there's always going to be the randomness of stuff like that. But when it's not even
when it's every
random,
week.
when it's exactly,
Yeah.
it's the routine now.
Well, that was but that was the exciting part that was the fun part. Probably not at the time, but that was the fun part for like broadcasts and stuff like that when we were running at Charlotte last year, because like McGonigal would always go off strategy, and then Charlotte in particular, he was the one who's on what looked like to be the strategy to win the race, and then we have one caution and see you later, put tires on and adios.
Yep.
It's frustrating because you see those good runs for people and people who go outside the box, and it just turns into a straightforward who can go fastest for 3 laps. But
Can somebody just like post in the post race or something about we got to stop wrecking after like having these successive cautions? I can't do it given last week. I realize how condescending I come across when I try to criticize other people's driving, but it's just.
yeah, I don't know if I'm the right person for that either. So I'd probably put that on Joe.
But they don't respect Joe
I
because he's
mean,
not a racer.
I don't think I get respect either. So I don't know what to tell you, because there have been incidents where no one wants to talk to me about it. So it's like what what do you make of it? I don't know.
How many at faults did you have in 2 seasons? 1 for a self spin, like.
Yeah, I still have nightmares about that race. But no,
What happened to DJ? Was it just the?
Oh.
Was it the?
I didn't realize it was still running in the background. Yeah, it was the Husby thing on lap 70 that got him put back in the field again, and I think it's from there. I think he just kind of moved up through the field the last 5 laps. Yeah, this thing he went from like 6th to whatever, and then the cautions, and they wrecked in front of him. I don't know, man. It's annoying. It's frustrating. It's just.
I just want to start over with an entire different group of people. Honestly, at this point, I'm so sick of this shit. Just get as far away from all of this as I can. Same for 10 months we've been putting up with this with Cornerstone. They never learn. Never fucking learn.
Oh yeah, they had oh crap. I don't remember where it was. I don't remember what lap it was. Oh my gosh. All right, the Xfinity race just turned into All American. They just had a huge wreck on the restart. Second place just got dumped.
Where are they at?
Martinsville. There's a 20-car pile up in turn 1.
Yeah, it sounds like Martinsville.
Yeah, no, I I was thinking about it too with Vandermeed and his
Well, then they were
teammate.
racing the hell out of each other.
Yeah, they made netcode contact with each other
Yeah,
in
when they're in
turn
the same
3.
damn office.
Yeah, I told Joe, I said they're 2 feet away from each other and
Net coding.
they're netcoding.
Yeah. Was I behind them at this point?
Well, this
No,
is the
that's
beginning of the
must
race. I know it happened pretty early.
because they were side by side. It was after Vandermeed dumped me. Or no, maybe not. I don't remember. But I know they were battling each other side by side, and I was like right in front of them. Yeah, it would have been right in there. Or maybe not. Maybe it was later on. Either way,
Yeah, they made contact in
I
3.
remember just going on a rant while looking in my mirror about how they're running each other so hard, and I was just so tired of being pissed off after these races, even when I have a good finish.
Yeah, I mean, if the race ends up hurting more, you know what I mean? I get where you're coming from with it.
I mean, I was never gonna be like I said, I overachieved, but then it's like I can't even be glad because I feel bad for the guys that got fucked over for me to get second place. And it's like if you've got guys, I mean Roethlisberger wasn't really in a points contention anyway, but he's gone. D West wasn't either. He's gone. But if Husby's gone, then it's like, what value is there in even winning the championship at this point?
Well, what is the point story anyway? I mean, it's
I'm like 20
You're
behind.
yeah 2023 behind
oh wow.
first.
Which, in retrospect, I'm glad I did force the issue and didn't just let him have second.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about points until about 3 to go. But
Yeah, I mean, it's you got a bunch of people that are within range. I mean,
it's like
within what one race is
I
50.
could go
So.
run GSPG again and dominate and win fucking every single race and win championship after championship. But that doesn't mean anything to me. Like I want it to actually have value. Like the first 2 seasons, it had value. This season, it started with it, and now it just feels like it's just gonna be last man standing at this rate.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's frustrating. I mean, the thing that gets me, and the Zach thing, like we've talked about that. The Zach thing had to happen. Like there was no choice. We weren't gonna. It wasn't something that a conversation that was gonna have to be had afterwards. It was one of those things that was clear cut in the race and had to happen. But he was already on pace to be walking out. That's the reason why he's not running Oscar now. Um, I think he's part time. He's show up maybe for a race or two, but I don't even think he's going to do that. Like I think he's just scaled back big time and didn't want to be a part of the quote unquote nonsense. And D West was similar situation, and Husby's there. I'm almost certain Husby's there. He wanted to have fun with it, but you race every week and you end up having the
He
same
said
same
he said it's the
results.
4th time this season he's been wrecked by Silvers. Whether
Yeah,
that's true or not, I don't know, but I would trust him to keep count.
yeah. I mean,
I know. What do you think
Vegas.
back? You think back to last season, like Homestead, he gets wrecked by Kyle when he was going to win the race. It's like I don't blame him. Like I said about season 2, I would have quit the league in season 2 if I wasn't the owner. Like if I was
Yeah,
just some random person that stumbled upon it, I'd be like, this is a waste of time and quit. Like I don't blame people. That's what makes me frustrated.
yeah,
Like I'd
and
rather have Husby in the fucking league than cornerstoners.
yeah, and I told and the thing was, and I think that may have ruffled some feathers along the way too for Husby, you know, for Husby's sake. He came into the season wanting to run for a championship because what he told me was that was probably his going to be his, this might have been his last real chance or his last desire to go for a proper championship in a league, and just to keep seeing it go out like this, and it's just like
Yeah, through no fault of it. Well, I shouldn't say no fault of his own, but
yeah,
through
but
stuff out of his control.
yeah, but it goes. You should be allowed to make mistakes. He didn't wreck. He didn't bring out a caution.
Yeah,
He made that mistake in turn 1, but he ended up getting put in a position where he
like
was the caution in turn 2 because someone else did
yeah,
something that should not have been done. I mean, it doesn't matter what car you're driving. Throwing it in like that in turn 2 is just not necessary. You would
no,
hope James would know that, but it's just I
it's
don't know.
ridiculous.
It's annoying. It's frustrating. It's frustrating to watch too. Driver rage.
Because it's obvious to everybody, but the one that needs to know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't even know this Cody guy who he is.
Yeah. I don't know. Um. Yeah, I don't have. I've never seen the name before, but you know,
See, it's like, and we're having like, if you look at just the race results, like it's such a good season. Like, Tucker's pulling away a little bit with the wins, but I mean, thankfully he got taken out at Darlington, or this would be a different story points wise. But it's fine. He's got his strengths, but also there's races where he's like running fifth at best. So it's it keeps it in balance. I mean, obviously he's not even top two in points. So this is like what I always wanted in terms of the dynamic. It's just everything about it, and I think a lot of it is just the fact that we've been at it for. I realized by the time the season ends, we'll have raced 40 races in like 49 weeks. Like everybody's just at their wits end with each other, with the races, the way they go.
yeah, and you know, there's a lot of crossover stuff that's going on with leagues
Well,
and
and
stuff
yeah,
like
it's like
that, and
it's
it just
Robert's
makes
running 5 leagues a week. Now he's burning Zach out by having him run every week that he's in.
Just
Zach's
scraping
been
the
look-
barrel so much he grabbed
Zach's
me last night.
Zach's been looking forward to this season ending for like 2 weeks. Now he's running more endurance races than he planned on. Now he's running more leagues than he planned on. Like he's gonna be a guy that just disappears.
well, that's
And
exactly
I'm sick
what's
of
up
it.
with Roethlisberger too. It's just
Yeah.
you
And it's a
we,
multiplier effect. You talk about it with D West. If
yeah.
you have a bad, if you have, okay, you have one bad race, maybe you do well in the other two, and it negates itself. But you have one bad race, then you have the next night you have another bad race. Like it's a
Yeah.
stacking effect.
Yeah, and especially when if you drive multiple cars, this was the West's thing in my opinion, and I don't know if he agrees or not, but it's you drive multiple cars, right? You're it's not like you're driving the Xfinity car, but even DJ has that where he was getting burnt out of the Xfinity of the ARCA car, and he's at the point where he just wants to drive anything else because between here and Extreme and stuff, it was all ARCA car all the time, and he just wants to drive something different now. And Roethlisberger was driving a bunch of cars and was we were kind of pulling him into stuff, subconsciously, not really thinking about what else he was doing and what else he was trying. But when you drive all of these different cars, it ultimately hurts your
You can't
your
specialize.
yeah, you
Yeah,
can't specialize. You can't put the proper time and effort into remembering how to drive one specific car.
you can't become like
Yeah,
it never gets to second nature because you're constantly adjusting every race that you do.
yeah,
You race an X-Fin for 2 hours on Thursday night. Well, you show up to race a ARCA car on Friday, you're adjusting to the ARCA car during the race, like whether you think you are or not. Like you're like me, I can hop in the ARCA car and go anywhere and be where I need to be within 10 minutes. These other guys, they've got to not only learn the car and the track, they've got to unlearn whatever they were doing last.
yeah.
That's why I try not to, run different cars.
Well, that's the thing, right? Last night at Indy, when we raced at Indy, I got like no practice in because I just didn't. Indianapolis doesn't intrigue me practicing wise. Like that's one of those tracks that's just I kind of do what I got to do and just see what happens because you don't want to put the effort in, to
That's how
go
I was with this place.
2 minutes out to do an out lap and then just you screw up turn one on that lap and it's like what a waste of time. So
Or you're trying to do a qualifying sim and there's a car in front of you and
yeah, but but at that point, I've learned my lesson with that stuff. Is just not even bother waiting for official race session for it. But you get put in that situation. You go with what you know from other races, and you have to figure out how to drive the car in that specific situation. And if you're not getting pre-race practice, if you're not getting practice outside of the official server or the race session, it's not going to do you anything. It's just there's such a at a track like this of Indy, Michigan not so much, but the bigger tracks is so much harder to just transfer over because it takes so long to do the bare minimums. But you know it. But other tracks you don't have that same effect. So I mean I don't
we're
know.
gonna have like 12 cars next week probably, unfortunately.
Holy fucking parking lot. Holy shit. I don't know. It's annoying just to have had the same conversation with essentially
same
with
people.
Roethlisberger, and then
Oh, that's what
turn
you're
it.
saying. I thought you
Yeah,
were
for
talking about the aggressiveness.
Oh no! Just like this is because I'm having that conversation with Husby now. It's like this is the third time this season. Roethlisberger was a little bit different, but I think he was already he was looking. I think he was kind of
He
looking
was 1
for his
foot out the
out.
door.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was even obvious to me.
yeah. He was done. He's burnt out. I mean he needs to
He's
chill.
embered. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
and he's racing a lot less, and I think he's having a little bit more fun now. So that's good for him. But from that point of view, like. Had that conversation with him, then had the conversation with D West, and I'm like, dude, and that's why I posted that thing on the Outlaw a while back. It's just like, guys, if you're not feeling it, just don't bother, because it's not going to be beneficial for you. It's not beneficial for any leagues that you're in. It's not beneficial for anybody. It's like, just don't stop and cut yourself before you really make yourself crazy on it, because it's not you're gonna get yourself more aggravated, more upset. It's gonna make everything worse for you personally, for everybody. So it's just and now it's like, Husby, not worth my time to go run a front all race to keep getting destroyed by idiots in the last 10 laps of every race. And he's like, literally the only reason Matthew Weeks has the points lead is because of that, so I'm kind of done with it. I'm like, what do I say? What do I tell him?
Let's say he sent me like 5 messages after my interview, and I'm like, well, I don't want to tell him I agree because I don't want to fortify that line of thinking, but I'm not going to try to argue with him and be like, well, you should just show up and have fun. Like I was literally in the same place, not as bad, but I was in the same mindset he was 10 laps before. It was the exact same thing happened. A fucking cornerstoner wrecked you going 3 wide, and you're running up front, and next thing you know, you're fucking 5th point or 15th.
Yep. No, I know. It's the same story over and over and over again. It's frustrating, And the thing is, right? Like I don't really have, I don't have an issue with the Cornerstone guys. Great, as far as I'm concerned.
That's the thing that
They're
frustrates me
great
too. Is I
people,
like them
but
off the track. It's just they don't
on track
they
is a
don't get
different
it.
story. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like it's
with James. I've noticed though, is when he has a bad day, when he has incidents with one person, he has incidents with more than them. It's like it's more than one thing. It's like it starts to fall apart.
But I mean, yeah, he's yeah. I mean, you remember Nashville last season where he just probably should have been black flagged, and it's just I'm sick of it. Like I'm sick of once again like it's the same thing we dealt with the shitters, the same mentality. People that don't really care that much ruining it for people that do care too much. Like we put too much time and emphasis into this league, and we don't even get anything out of it because of fucking carelessness.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. Like I finished second at one of my absolute worst tracks in iRacing, and I can't even be like, damn, that was fun, because I'm having to deal with everybody else's fallout. It's almost like winner's guilt, except I didn't even win.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like I shouldn't have beat Husby tonight. I wasn't faster than him, but he got taken out.
Yeah, and it goes back to the whole, it happens
DJ,
one week. That's part of racing, but this has happened so many times over and over and over again throughout the season. It's not like the cautions are, it's not like the wrecks, the cautions are the same people and stuff. It's just across the board, and this is an iRacing problem everywhere. It's just people are driving like I don't know, like their lives depend on it. And they push the issue.
Well, the ironic part is the guys that are sweatwarding the league and whose lives depend on it, or quality of life depends on it, are the guys that aren't causing the problems. It's the guys that are having a blast, laughing their ass off, that are.
It's not even that, right? It's. Oh, what? Oh yeah. You have a bunch of guys in the league that are having fun and doing it relatively, incident free, casualty free, and are generally aware. Like Nick has had, he's had a couple incidents, and he ran through the back of whoever that was tonight. But
I mean, like him, like it's sample size. Like he's running virtually every week race this week's had, and he's like one every 5 races. He'll maybe fuck up.
Yeah, and
some guys it's one every 2, every 3 races.
And he's more likely to be out of someone's way, and he's aware of his situation.
Yeah,
he tries not to screw anybody else. Yeah,
exactly. And he'll apologize when he fucks up. Like, have you not noticed that? Like, how some guys will apologize more for dooring somebody on a straightaway than others will for completely ruining somebody's race.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
fucking Robert and Justin get into each other and they're sorry, stepping on each other. And like like Nick, he dumped him and then he apologized for it because I guess Gareth was slow off the corner or something is what he said. But
Yeah, he did. He definitely slowed up, but
yeah,
you know.
yeah. I mean, it's just that's once again like we always say that can happen, but there shouldn't have to be 5 other cautions to go along with that.
Yeah. No, of course not.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he was doing his best to hold on.
See, and
And
I guess Uncle Carr's tapped out now after Charlotte. I don't know. We'll have to see, but
I don't know. I mean, he came back. I don't know, but he seems pretty, and Alex seems like the guy that you want to have around. Like he's not the fastest, but
he's like a Devin. He's happy-go-lucky. He's not good, but he's not in the way. You
Yep.
know, he's like your Craig Martin kind of. Well, Craig Martin's in the way a little bit, but the right attitude, just kind of happy riding around.
Yeah, he went on. He pitted. Joe caught to the fact that he went down pit road one time and had a black flag, and we were like, "Is he going to request to get it cleared? Is he going to say anything about it?" No, never said a word on the radio. Never made any comments. Just came back around, served his penalty, and kept on going. Kept on trucking. I'm like, wow,
He said something about not knowing the pits were closed, but he wasn't like appealing for a clear or anything.
Oh yeah, I don't know. We didn't hear it if that's the case, but we also don't have a light here, so we can't confirm one way or the other. But still, I mean, he did it again later on, and it's just, it's just not it's a proper attitude. Oh yeah, I saw the couple guys faking on the pit road or off.
Yeah,
Too.
that looked a lot closer for my cockpit than it was for Alex. I thought he was gonna eat the sand barrier.
Yeah, there was.
I don't even think he was faking. I think he probably was gonna stay out. Then he realized he was gonna be the only one, and he was like, "Oh shit."
This
That's
one,
what it looked like to me.
Was it this one? No,
Yeah.
there's the one after this.
No, it was this one, I think, because it was those two, right here. Yeah.
Yeah, this one. I was like, hello. It's just like the thing of pit road is not that complicated, but somehow it's
See,
made
and
it
that's what
complicated.
makes it tough for me. If this is Vark or Oska and that happens, I just laugh about it and don't pay any attention. But like being my league, then I'm all of a sudden pissy because the pack got broken into for a pit stop, and it's just.
Yeah, it's such an easy pit entrance. Like you see it more, you would think more of it at a fairgrounds, but stuff happens. But
wasn't
just
that big of a deal, but still, didn't need to happen.
Yeah, it just doesn't look. It's a broadcasted race. It looks ridiculous when you're spending quarter of the race in a caution too. But oh, hello.
Yeah, I mean, next thing you know, the broadcaster won't want to come back or something like that. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna do a soft relaunch of the league maybe in the fall, like just not publicly shut anything down, but just look at it as like a new iteration. And I don't know. We'll see how I feel 2 months from now, or a month from now.
Yeah. I don't know.
Everything
changes.
I'm not even having fun with it anymore. Like it's more energy put in than getting out of it. And it feels like a commitment and like a responsibility now more than something that's recreational.
It's more of a job versus fun.
Yeah, I mean I don't enjoy. I mean I don't mind the job parts of it, but that's when I was getting something out of it, and there was enthusiasm. And even when we'd have bad races, everybody's we've had our struggles and all that, but this week's so awesome. When was the last time somebody said shit like that?
It's a lot more tense. Everything feels a lot more tense.
Yeah, that's what I felt. And part of that could be just because it's now the championships within reach, and people are actually like, oh shit, I've got a chance to win this race. I got a chance to finish well in the points now because we got we knocked off the SOF by like 500 points. But and I'm so over guys like him showing up. Like I don't mind subs as a principle. But I'm tired of the fucking the subs that are getting chosen. Like,
Yeah,
it's like
I
the
mean,
staying out on old tires. Fair game. He's on the track. He has as much right to run his race as anybody else. But once again, it's like I got held up and lost 3 or 4 spots because a guy that's never running in this week again stayed out on old tires and was in the way. It's like, how's that not going to be frustrating?
yeah, I'm of the belief, and I know I don't know how everybody else does it. I don't know how everybody approaches new league, but like when I joined the league, I try to be like as apologetic as to not stir anybody up, and even if it may not have been my fault, just like be, oh, my bad, I don't know if that was my
Yeah.
fault or whatever, just be a little bit more vocal and be
And
like,
I think you've seen that fall off with even guys that were like that now. Just are like, now they've got history. It's like, oh, fuck this guy. He blocked me 6 races ago. I'm not gonna give him any courtesy.
yeah, I don't know, the
Just,
annoying part is that you got a 20 car field, and
yeah.
it's this tense with this many people. I think that's
Yeah.
the
That's what I mean. And a lot of that, like I said, is just the grind of it. We take 3 months off, and even if every single person came back, at least somebody's gonna move on from the shit. Certain others aren't gonna be able to move on from anything, but there's gonna be some, you would think, that might have been pissed off at a driver, or had this beef that all of a sudden it's mellowed out over time because there hasn't been re-engagement.
yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, you look at it like Matthew and I, like, look at the difference a week makes. Like, but the problem is if we have 2 or 3 more run-ins in the next 6 months, then all of a sudden it's different. That's the thing. It's like with
Yeah,
Husby and Silvers, like, he could forgive it the first time or two, but now he just fucking despises the guy, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, well, it also didn't help, and I don't know what the environment was. Like, I don't get a whole lot of information about what goes on during races, but I know that, like, for example, that Las Vegas race where it went really bad with the Cornerstone guys and the Outlaw guys, where it was almost like it was Outlaw versus Cornerstone, because Cornerstone and, like, D West got put in the wall by the 7 or whatever, and then Husby got
Well, and then also,
got
like,
driven through the
go
back
ahead,
of and
just
whatever.
finish.
It's just like like in that moment, it goes from just being an incident
To being
to
a thing.
being like 2-3 times worse than that, because
And
you
if you
don't know
don't
what's
have
being said in that moment. And I'm not saying that it's
and
worse, but
it's being kept up in the air by people bringing it up and discussing it. It's not just, if you're so low by whatever, you put it in the back of your mind and continue focusing on what you're doing. But all of a sudden, when you're spending 5 minutes under caution bitching about somebody, it just elongates that.
And it frustrates, and it makes it worse in the regard. The good
Because it becomes
thing
like a
with that,
confirmation bias. Like, oh, look at that fucking guy, he wrecked you.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But this would be a lot worse if they weren't so apologetic after the race. Like, I feel like it calms the situation down a little bit when they're like, I didn't mean to do this or whatever, and just situational. I'm not saying one way or the other who's at fault for what, but if James goes to Husby or someone else and apologizes for it, which generally it seems like happens. I've been around when James is apologizing to somebody over whatever after the race, that calms it down a little bit. But then it's the repetition that makes it, that just keeps getting more and more it gets worse and worse, and you need that break then at the end of the season to be like, all right, let's try this again without it. You just, I don't know.
That's what I mean, and that's something, where you see it in sports, and in racing it really doesn't happen because you don't have authority figures. But you talk about like the team versus team thing, and if you don't have somebody in that channel that's gonna straighten people out to put a stop to that, and most teams, especially an iRacing team, you don't have a hierarchy where somebody's gonna listen to somebody else. It's very egalitarian. Then it's just gonna fester. Like, you don't, Radburn's not gonna tell Vandermeed to quit bitching about DJ or something, or vice versa. So it's like that's what I mean. It just creates such a toxic environment.